What's up, folks? Wow. Okay, so the last video that I made expressing my thoughts and my feelings about politics and how I relate what I see going on with my experience as a Jehovah's Witness. I did not expect it to hit home with as many people as it did. Thanks AA for sharing it. I got some amazing responses and some DMs. I've got some really good feedback from friends. Um, Someone even said, "Oh, I spoke like a gay magician because I use gestures a lot." I was like, "Abracadabra, honey." Actually, if I was gay, I'd be a lot more flamboyant. I'll tell you that. So I want to talk a little bit about uh, Dogma and how it affected me, how I realized it before I realized what was going on, and how it has helped me even more so try to be understanding of others. So while I was still a Jehovah's Witness, it was towards the end as I was questioning things and whatnot. An idea popped in my head, and I was thinking, like, so in the cult indoctrination, and this is all kinds of psychological, like warfare. It's the same type of thing with tribe. It's basically tribalism. It's a you versus us kind of mentality. It's it's a way to make you feel moral superiority. And so, as a Jehovah's Witness, it was like they had a specific name for people who were not Jehovah's Witnesses. Those are worldly people. So you could never get truly close with worldly people because subconsciously, right? Subconsciously, that it's implanted in your brain every time you hear it. Only people like us will be saved. Those people need to be educated and taught to be saved as well. And until then, they're separate from us, they're worldly. That did not stop us from doing good deeds and being kind to people and showing love to our fellow man, but it's just subconsciously it hit me. It's like, wait, how can I honestly view somebody by who they really are if I'm looking at it through this very specific lens that I have? And sure enough, as I've been studying, I found out there's some really like very like how would you say? Sorry, I may be a little. Last one I was pretty emotional, worked up. It's pretty late and I'm chill right now. How would you say? Very conclusive studies, and basically showed like we're about 40% less likely to accept the fact that would come from an opposing party. And this one that I saw was very specific to political parties. And so then that made me think about all the information I read and why I didn't like the information control was because I was only able to take in the echo chamber, the confirmation bias. So my little world that I lived in and what I saw, what I told I was being shown and seeing wasn't quite adding up. And also, I became a Jehovah's Witness at 18. I can get into this more later. My parents were what was called inactive. My dad was disfellowshipped. So I didn't really do anything spiritual, but I never celebrated Christmas or holidays or anything like that. So as a kid, I was just always kind of there. I actually got in trouble in third grade because I was telling, because it's like, how's Santa Claus real? How does that make any sense? How does he go to like all the houses all over the world? Does it? No, you shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff. Oop. Okay. Um, I'm sure it was a lot of fun for everyone who did believe in Santa. Like that. That seems like a cool experience. Um, but so I had a little bit of the worldly life as a teenager. Um, I was and growing up, I was really poor here in the South, and it was just a mixing pot of who I was around, and so growing up, I had all these different experiences with people who were not Jehovah's Witnesses who were fantastic. I mean, there were people who, would, because we were poor, and like I said, a lot of times on welfare. Like, we would have people bring us, groceries, or I'd have teachers. One teacher that took me like to Six Flags, or I'd have families that would have me come over and spend the night and feed me, or take me on vacation with them. And then this was all, all like everybody. It wasn't just like poor white people, It was like I had a cool experience with everybody growing up. So my youth, they say if you give, about the first 7 years, it's going to kind of show you the man that you are. So I was very fortunate in that as a child, I was just surrounded by a lot of cool people, a lot of people. And so now, that's where I'm at. I'm very thankful for like the realization of what being dogmatic can do and how it can hinder us. And when you start opening your mind, stand your ground, have your morals. If there's something, you want to protect and you defend it, you need to be passionate about that. But also, it's good to know that we could be wrong. It could be very wrong. I mean, I guess in the big scheme of things, we're all technically wrong because we're all just making our educated guesses about what life really is. So, yeah, I hope maybe this was a little insightful, and I'm going to keep coming with some personal experiences and opening up and kind of how I relate things, and maybe it can help, and we can all keep going and have some open dialogue, because that's what we need, and just to truly say what's on our minds and how we feel. And I saw a saying, like, what was it? Something like, when someone lets their heart bleed, the world becomes a better place. We need more real. We need more real, and that's all of us. So much love to everybody out there just trying to stay positive and wanting to make the world a better place. And yeah, let's keep encouraging each other.